Hello, Tiffany here. Today I'm going to be using a Recollections paper pad from Michaels to create some gift bags. It's actually a fun paper pad. It has a lot of kind of retro teen images. They're actually pretty fun and have some really fun sayings on them. I'm going to be using the We Are Memory Keepers gift bag punch board, which actually took me a couple times to figure out how to use it, but once I did, it's actually going to be quite fun to use and have some gift bags on hand. This is the medium size here, and first I'm going to show you how to do the small, and then later I'll show you how to use the large. In order to do the small gift bag, you're going to want your paper to be 10 inches wide. And it can be however tall you'd like it to be. It's up to you. The punch board, I think, will score up to 7 inches. If you want anything larger than that, you'll have to score it on a separate score pad. You're pretty much going to just follow the score lines that it indicates. When you punch it, you're punching actually the bottom flaps of the bag. When you score horizontally, you're creating the crease that's going to make the bottom of the bag. And then depending on the size of bag you're making, you're going to use a small, medium, or large score line. The side does have some additional scores in it so that it can fold up and cinch closed. On the initial punch, it doesn't quite score all the way across, so you do have to score the additional spot that was unscored. On the last flap, you can punch that one more time and it will complete the last flap. The little space on the edge is to adhere the two sides together. I like to cut mine at an angle so when they come together, they do not hang over the top. I did make my base a solid color because I wanted to add a little bit of an accent against my pattern paper. I did cut out some of the images from the pattern paper, which I'll use later as the embellishments. You could just make the bag out of the pattern paper only and not have a colored base, but because I wanted the colored accent, I chose to do a colored base and cut the paper to fit each panel size. I was going to start adhering the pattern paper to the base. However, before I do the sides, I wanted to score those so that they did match the existing score lines of the base. That way, when it does fold, they're already pre-scored and they will fold nicely. after I finish adhering all of the pattern paper to the base, I'm going to add tape to the side and attach the two sides together. The score pad does give you the ability to punch the holes for the top so that you could cinch the bag closed. However, I did forget to do this, so I will do it with my Crop-A-Dile. Now I'm going to take some leftovers of the pattern paper and I'm just going to use that to embellish the front, as well as the little cutouts that I did cut out earlier. I'll adhere this with some foam tape, and then I'll use some foam squares on the cutout images just to give them some additional. In order to complete the bag, I'm actually going to take some ribbon and I'll thread it through the front and back through to the front and tie a bow. This will cinch the bag closed. This actually completes the small gift bag. It ended up being 3 3/4 by 2 5/8. So it's still pretty tiny. You could probably get a gift card in there, or maybe some little jewelry or some kind of trinkets. The large gift bag now. In order to make the large gift bag, your paper needs to be 12 inches wide. I didn't mention this earlier, but in order to do the medium-sized gift bag, your paper should be 11 inches wide. And again, it's however tall you'd like your gift bag to be. You're going to follow the score lines just as you did before, but instead of using the small, you'll use the large score lines. time I did remember to punch the holes at the top before I put the box together. It's really quite simple. You just line up the arrow with the score lines and it punches the hole for you. I'll complete the bag the same way I did the other one. I'll add score tape to the edge and the bottom flaps so that they will adhere together. I'm going to take some additional paper and embellish the front just like I did the other box. This actually completes the large gift bag. The large gift bag ended up being about 3 3/4 by 5 5/8. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, hit the like below, and go check out some of my other videos. Please leave me any comments or questions that you have. Thank you.